Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
It's time to go down low. Edges laid, nails popping, face baked. You and the girls are ready. The party is literally on fire. Your phone camera is ready. The only gadget you'll ever need.
Get the new Nokia 3.4 and 2.4 smartphone. The only gadget you'll ever need to enjoy 2 days battery life, 6.5 HD plus display, and capture details in low light with the night mode. Nokia.
Okòólélọ́ọ̀ọ́dúnrún àti méje ìgbà tí wọ́n ti ń pè mí nìyẹn lónìí. Màámi níbí, màámi lọ́hùn. Ẹ wò ó, tọdún yìí gan ti pọ̀pọ̀pọ̀. Àfi kí n yá gbẹ̀bùn fún jíjẹ́ ìyá gidi o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, àwọn màmá máa ń gbẹ̀bùn fọ́dún Kérésìmesì yìí fún jíjẹ́ ẹ̀mí ẹbí nínú ìpolongo 3 Crowns Milk Give Your Heart Out. Ìwọ ṣáà ti kàn sí femininelounge.com báyìí láti forúkọ màmá kan sílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ a mọ rírì ara wa fún akitiyan wa yípo ọdún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá.
3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Iṣẹ́ ẹni níṣẹ́ ẹni, má tijú iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Ikán kì í tijú à ń mọlé, èèrà kì í tijú à ń lànà, alápàǹdẹ̀dẹ̀ kì í tijú à ń fò kiri ní gbangba. Má tijú iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Bígi ló bá ń ké sowó, bí wọ́n sì gbà ọ́ pé kó gbálẹ̀ ọjà, bí ìránṣẹ́ ló sì jẹ́ lábẹ́ ìjọba. Iṣẹ́ ẹni níṣẹ́ ẹni. Má tijú iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Ọ̀bá àṣàgbẹ̀, ọ̀bá àṣàkọ̀wé, bó o jẹ́nàjà, bó o jó ní wóróbo. Iṣẹ́ ẹni níṣẹ́ ẹni. Ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ kì í pa ni, àìṣe rẹ̀ gan-an làbùkù.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Say true. This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Anyhow you choose to cook your pasta, it will come out well because it is golden penny pasta.
What if I want it jollof?
You can enjoy your pasta however you want it.
I want to eat mine with my seafood okra.
No golden penny pasta, just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Oluyole FM 98.5. Oluyole FM
98.5. Good morning. It's another beautiful Monday morning right here on Oluyole 98.5 FM, right here from the city of Ibadan. Sport tidbits, yes. Once again, time to get a look at all of the stories we had over the weekend, also results of games that went down over the weekend. All of this and so much more we've got right here for you on the show this morning. Well, of course, special welcome to everyone's joining us from Agility FM 92.1 and also Okiogo FM 96.3. That's joining us on the website, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. We're saying good morning, welcome to the show. There's a whole lot to get past this morning. Specifically, we will be looking at the world of Formula One. Then from there, we get to take a look at something coming in from the Australian Open. Also, results from the English Premier League, from the Spanish La Liga, and also from the Italian Serie A. Well, we talked about Rivers United saying they did not get visas. Well, I can assure you that they have visas now. We get to look at preparations for the CAF Confederations Cup and so much more on the show this morning. My name is Mary Akinsola. Once again, welcome to the show. Okay, let's pick it up from the English Premier League. Interesting weekend, of course, we had. Looking at all of the results that came in this weekend. It started, of course, with that one between Crystal Palace and Liverpool. It was a thrashing, and some would say the last home game that Crystal Palace had before they brought in Liverpool was against Tottenham Hotspur. And for those who saw that game, you would want to agree that they made sure that they got that very important point to make something out of that game. So you would want to expect that they will be home again against another superpower. They should be able to put things right and get a very, very decent result from this one. But that wasn't the case facing the ends of Jurgen Klopp's men. They crumbled right there in front of Jurgen Klopp's men. 7-0, 7-0 thrashing. Of course, the biggest margin for this weekend when it comes to the world of results all over Europe. 7-0. It was a Salah affair, Mane affair, Firmino affair, and you want to say, I mean, it's good to see Roberto Firmino get back into the score sheet everywhere. It's a very, very big deal. It's a very good thing ongoing at the moment. 7-0. Liverpool did defeat Crystal Palace to get back to the top of the table, 4 points different, and everything going on well for Liverpool at this point in time. Well, after that game, we did see Southampton take on Manchester City. Another interesting game over the weekend. Southampton, of course, they have been impressive this season, especially coming back from COVID-19. Southampton has made sure that their highs have been on the prize, and once again they wanted to pull a surprise up against Manchester City, but that was not to be, as they lost that game at the St. Mary's by 1-0 to Manchester City. But I think the highlight for me in this game is the fact that Manchester City at this point in time just creeping up, barely getting wins here and there. The firepower that they used to have when it comes to the attacking lineup is now is slowly disappearing. You want to say what exactly is happening to the boys of Guardiola this point in time? Albert Jesus not rising up to the occasion. Of course, Raheem Sterling did get that goal, but he really hasn't been churning out as much goals as you would have expected. Kevin De Bruyne in the middle. This wasn't the Kevin De Bruyne we saw last season. The Kevin De Bruyne who manned the midfield, made everyone wish they weren't on the pitch. That's talking about the opposition players. This Kevin De Bruyne needs to step it up going forward for the season. Everton then took on Arsenal, compounded the woes of Arsenal, of course, at the Goodison Park by 2-1. After this game, a whole lot of talk, of course, out there surrounding Arsenal probably saying goodbye to their manager. But like I would always say, like I've always said, I do not think they will be parting ways with Mikel Arteta anytime soon, because I think it is obvious to everybody that the rot at Arsenal, the problem beguiling the Arsenal team is not really about the manager. What's happening to the Arsenal team is way more than the manager. For me, I think they need to plug the holes of discipline in that team before they even start talking about the manager. Yes, the manager is not living up to expectations, but are the players also doing the same? That's one of the questions you have to ask. I saw the game against Southampton. I didn't see the game against Everton, but I did see the one against Southampton. And I needed to ask if these players were actually going to get salaries at the end of the week. They were not stepping up. It was like they were strolling all over the pitch. And now you don't have Aubameyang anymore. He's out with a calf injury. You would expect that the likes of Edin Ketia, the likes of Joe Willock should be able to rise up to the occasion. Edin Ketia had a fantastic season with Leeds United when he was with them back in the Championship. He has come back into the Premier League, and we have not really seen that spark. Willian, the one they brought in from Chelsea, one of the people they say is actually spearheading the squad in the dressing room, had zero contributions to that game against Everton. So all of these questions about how you plug the disciplinary issues in Arsenal before you even get to talk about what's wrong with the manager. Because some people will say that the manager might not really last for a long time. I wouldn't rule that out, but I think one thing Mikel Arteta is having that Unai Emery did not have has to be the fact that the administration, top people in the administration sort of have this confidence in him. So I think he has time, but he can't do this job on his own. This is his first major job. He's a rookie coach. there is only so much he can do, especially looking at the fact that he's facing off against players, some of which he played against. So it's going to be really tough for Mikel Arteta to get this one going. But disciplinary issues exist in the Arsenal team. That one has to be plugged before we get to come back and talk about what's going on with the manager. Okay, still on Saturday, Newcastle then took on Fulham. That one ended 1-0. Of course, you can't take anything away from the fact that the boys of Scott Parker, that's talking about Fulham, they have turned a corner, and it's good to see them picking up wins here and there after that disastrous start they had at the beginning of the season. I think they do well for themselves. If they can build upon it, if they can build upon this beautiful and impressive points they've been picking here and there, they should be able to stay afloat at the end of the season. Well, straight to Sunday, Brighton over Albion took on Sheffield United. And like what I always say, for me, I think this was the biggest game for the week. The most interesting, not the biggest, the most interesting game of the weekend for me. Brighton over Albion trying to get a result from that one. You saw Sheffield United go one man down, and then they got that very important goal. Then Brighton over Albion decided to pile on the pressure. Danny Welbeck on the 87th minute gave them a lifeline. Interesting game all round right there between Brighton over Albion and Sheffield United at the Amex Stadium. Well, afterwards, we saw Jose Mourinho's Tottenham Hotspur slump to a 2-0 defeat at the hands of Leicester City. That one happened at the new Tottenham Stadium. But for me, I think Jose Mourinho went from winning 10 matches in a row to losing 2 matches back to back, which is something everyone needs to talk about. Probably the boys of Jose Mourinho also themselves need to realize that it's not a bed of roses. They need to step up to the challenge and get back to winning ways. Shock this one away. But also yesterday we did see Leeds United take on Manchester United. Marcelo Bielsa versus Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. On the show yesterday afternoon, of course, I did emphasize that I think it's peer pressure that is making Manchester United fans feel that their coach is not good enough. Because if you would ask me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before that game yesterday, he was 6th on the table, yes, but then he had a game at hand. If he wins that game at hand, do not forget that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be taking Manchester United 2nd on the table, and that is emphatic looking at where they're coming from. So, like I would always say, Manchester United fans need to get behind Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at this point in time, because whether you like it or not, I think he's one of the decent coaches out there who, despite all odds, is bringing all of the results needed into the fold. They defeated Leeds United 6 goals to 2. Of course, it was another Bruno Fernandes show, but also one man, of course, got his name on the history books of the Premier League, and that's Scott McTominay, becoming the first man in Premier League history to score 2 goals in the first 3 minutes of the game. Yes, a huge props to Scott McTominay for that one. Afterwards, it was Aston Villa taking on West Bromwich Albion 3 goals to 0. The boys of Dean Smith defeated us West Bromwich Albion. Well, today we should see Monday Night Football. Burnley will take on Wolverhampton Wanderers, while Chelsea will be up this time against West Ham United. I think the game between Chelsea and West Ham United is one everyone should definitely look forward to. All the way from there, let's go straight to the Spanish La Liga. Another beautiful weekend of football in the Spanish La Liga. Started on Friday. Athletic Bilbao defeated Huesca by 2 goals to 0. Atletico Madrid also on Saturday defeated Elche by 3 goals to 1. Also, Barcelona and Valencia that one ended in a 2-0 draw. Of course, do not forget Lionel Messi got onto the score sheet, and also he got onto the record books, equaling Pele's record of 643 club goals. We get to look more at some more results from the Spanish La Liga when we come back from this commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
It's the time of the year, come let's chill together. Pop Chivita make we jolly. Ooh, yeah. All over Naija, anywhere you dey, share Chivita with your family and friends. Enjoy this Christmas, oh, oh, oh. Let's celebrate with Chivita, ooh yeah.
Juice up the season with Chivita.
Oh, welcome back. Glad to see you. You're right here with us on Sport Tidbits this morning. Well, back to results from the Spanish La Liga. Levante defeated Real Sociedad by 2-1. Another shocking result. Talking about this weekend in the Spanish La Liga. You wouldn't want to expect that Sociedad would slump to that defeat, but then it was a late goal from Levante to get 3 points in that one. Osasuna took on Unai Emery's Villarreal and they lost by 3-1. Unai Emery's boys once again showing the stuff they're made of. Sevilla took on Real Valladolid. 1-0 that one ended, and then on Sunday, Celta Vigo defeated Deportivo Alaves by 2-0. Granada also defeated Real Betis by 2-0. Cadiz and Getafe went head-to-head. Getafe defeated Cadiz by 2-0, while Eibar slumped to a 3-1 defeat at the hands of Real Madrid. That was in their home. A quick look at the table over there in Spain. Atletico Madrid at the top of the table. They've got 29 points from 12 games. Real Madrid is second on the table, 29 points from 14 games. Also, Real Sociedad is third with 26 points from 15 games. Atletico Madrid has everything going on for them this season. 3 matches at hand. Real Madrid has 1 match at hand. Villarreal, wow, it's good to see Villarreal. They are 25 points from 14 games. They are 4th on the table. Meanwhile, Barcelona, with all of the rebuilding, they are 5th on the table. They've got 21 points from 13 games. We'll get to see how that one turns out moving forward. Anyway, from there, let's quickly go to the Italian Serie A. Another interesting weekend of football in the Italian Serie A started on Saturday. Torino and Bologna settled for a 1-0 draw. Benevento defeated Genoa by 2-0. Cagliari and Udinese ended 1-0. Inter Milan defeated Spezia by 2-1. Sassuolo lost at home at the hands of AC Milan by 2-1. For those asking, Juventus took on Parma. And once again, we did see Air Ronaldo. For those asking what Air Ronaldo is that Ronaldo that jumps up, leaps up ahead of tall defenders and gets the job done. Huge result in there for Ronaldo and Juventus. Lazio meanwhile defeated Napoli by 2-0. Ciro Immobile getting on the score sheet for Lazio in that one. Interesting results all round talking about the Italian Serie A for the weekend. Let's quickly take a look at some of the ones coming in from the German Bundesliga. The Bundesliga this weekend was all about Bayer Leverkusen taking on Bayern Munich. Of course, if Bayern Munich had won that one, they would be back on the top of the table. For Bayer Leverkusen, if they had also won, it would be tabletop for them. It was everything to play for, but at the end of the day, what mattered, Lewandowski getting on the score sheets, getting Bayern Munich the winner. 2-1 it ended in favor of Bayern Munich. They are back on the top of the table right there in the German Bundesliga. One of those reasons why I ask once again how Hansi Flick did not get the Manager of the Season award. Talking about the FIFA awards that we had on Friday, but these things they do happen. We get to see what happens next year for that one. Before I go, let's talk about Formula 1 a little bit. Yesterday, Lewis Hamilton was voted the Sports Personality of the Year. Huge props to him. He has now won it twice. As it stands, also world of tennis, of course, results are talking about the fact that the Australian Open will be delayed for 3 weeks. Yes, next year we will not be having the Australian Open for 3 weeks. Also, Rivers United, they are now in South Africa after they were given visas and they have now traveled to South Africa. They're now preparing for that game against Bloemfontein Celtic that will be coming down on Wednesday. Also, for Enyimba, they are also in Sudan at the moment. They traveled yesterday. Don't forget, they also have an engagement against Al Merreikh of Sudan at the preliminary round of the CAF Confederations Cup, and that also would be going down on Wednesday. So it's going to be a packed week, a packed 2 week in the world of football. Lots of games. Premier League tonight, Premier League tomorrow. Bad Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A. Also, we'll be having the CAF Confederations Cup and also the CAF Champions League playoffs. All of this and so much more for this weekend. Well, it's time to go on the show this morning. Well, special thanks to everyone who joined us from Agility FM, Okogo FM, those who listen to us on the website, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I say thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back again to bring to you the results talking about the Premier League tonight and every other leagues and all the sporting stories we've got for you. Until I come your way again, always support sports. My name is Akinsola. Bye for now.
Auntie, ẹran yín rè o.
Ẹ ṣeun, ẹ bá mi fi ṣàkè àti àǹtí
ikọ́ yìí ti ń pọ̀ jù o.
rọra bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àǹtí ó yẹ kẹ́yìn náà ti lọ ṣàyẹ̀wò kọ́ yìí.
ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ yìí pé mi ò lè lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn lásìkò yìí wọ́n kàn dédé ní pé mo ní àìsàn covid-19 ni.
ikọ́ yàtọ̀ síra wọn o ó lè jẹ́ kó fẹ́ lẹ́ni.
ẹ wo òótọ́ ni o àǹtí ẹ yẹ̀ ẹ́ wò ó kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ dájú.
nítorí pé ẹni tí ò lọ kò lè mọ̀.
ẹ yẹ ikọ́ yẹn wò fún ikọ́ ife.
ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀rọ ká mọ ohun tí ń ṣe.
tí o bá ní ikọ́ tó ti lo ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì láì kásẹ̀ nílẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ ikọ́ ife o. ọ̀fẹ́ láyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú ikọ́ ife. fún àlàyé ibi tí o ti lè ṣe àyẹ̀wò ikọ́ ife pé nọ́mbà kan sí orílẹ̀ fún ìtọ́jú ikọ́ ife ní 08002255282. ìkéde ìwá látọ̀dọ̀ ilé iṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn ará ìlú Amẹ́ríkà.